Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your throat. Though it's been said many times, many ways. Did that actually sound kind of good though? I feel like that kind of ate. I really feel like that kind of ate. Anyways, welcome back, you guys. Your girl has been ghost. I just got back from Thailand and the financial damage is damaging. Okay, so we're gonna get into all that. So today's gonna be a full reset because we have a lot to cover. So much to cover that I'm actually gonna give you guys a little bit of an itinerary. We're gonna go over a little bit of a post-Thailand chat, just how that was. Go over the tools I'm using to stay organized. And we're gonna jump into the October spending breakdown and then hop into November spending so far and what the budget is looking like. From that point, we'll look at the updated cash position, jump into the debt overview, come up with an updated debt payoff plan, and then finish off with a little mindset reset after all of this spending, because I already know it's a lot. So grab a tea, grab your budget, happy Sunday, and let's get into it. Let's enjoy this time together. I missed you guys. I hope you missed me. Comment below if you missed me. No, I'm joking. October was a blur. I didn't film anything. I think I filmed one video, which you can watch right here. And then I don't know, I blinked and October was over. There was so many birthdays. I have so many Libras in my life. So lots of birthdays, lots of last minute running around planning for my Thailand trip. And then finally at the end of October, your girl hopped on a plane, business class, Cathay Pacific baby. Hopped on a plane and flew 20 hours to get to Thailand. Not to do too much yapping, but I basically spent 2 weeks in Thailand with 15 strangers, women who I had never met before. And the trip was basically about diving into mindset work, going through a couple workshops to do with content creation, and just going over that block to really step into your own and become successful as a full-time content creator, which, as you guys know, if you are not new here, that's been the goal. This year, the goal is to, I've got like less than 6 weeks, quit my 9-to-5 by the end of the month, by the end of the year, and step into becoming a full-time creator and entrepreneur. So the trip was really great. In addition to the workshops, we traveled, we island hopped like no other. Your girl was all over the place every 2 days. Bus, boat, another boat, seasick, vomit, boat got stuck in the middle of the ocean. They replaced the engine, off to the next island. It was just giving White Lotus meets like, actually it was no drama. I was gonna say like Big Brother or something, but it was just the best time. And yeah, your girl has just been living her life for the last 2 weeks. Coming back, I got back about a week ago and I have been dead. The jet lag has been absolutely insane. I've never experienced anything like this. The longest flight I've taken before this is about 5 hours. The most of a time difference I've experienced is about 3-hour difference. This was a 12-hour time difference. Whoa, just whoa, sick. I'm actually not well today, but today is the best that I felt. I'm actually awake while the sun is up. I've been basically nocturnal for the last 5 days, and jet lag comes with a lot of like sickness. I didn't realize you get nauseous. I didn't realize your stomach is just like absolutely flipping because it's like, why are we eating in the middle of the night? My eyes have been bloodshot. This is the like whitest my eyes have been. And yeah, it's just been crazy. I've been in the trenches. So thank you so much if you guys hung out and just have been waiting for me to post, because I have been wanting to post. It's been making me feel so terrible because like I literally want to get in front of a camera, but I cannot keep my eyes open for more than 1 hour. And in that hour, I want to like eat and drink water. So thank you for your patience. We're here. This is the best I felt. So I figured get in front of that camera, start yapping. And yeah, I'll probably go right back to bed after this. I'm not gonna lie. What time is it? 11 in the morning? So it's basically 11 at night for me in my body, and I've got to fight through this and stay awake. Now that I'm home, I got a nice tan. I have oiled the hell up to keep this shiny. I'm really not trying to peel. Decorated my place in Christmas decor before I left. So it was like before Halloween. I was like, let's Christmasify this place, because when I get back, I want to make sure everything feels cozy, because I guess I knew I would be destroyed, and I was right. So we are Christmas themed today, and now that I'm home, it is time to face the financial aftermath together. Now, before we dive in, comment below what is the most you've spent on a vacation. I need to feel a little bit less alone. Now, the only reason I'm not spiraling right now is because your girl has systems, she's got tools. If you guys are new to this channel, again, welcome. But if you're not new, you know that this is not the first budgeting video I've done. Your girl has been doing this since January, and I plan to continue doing this because it's so much fun to go over my budget with you guys. But I'm gonna say what I always say, and I'm gonna give a shout out to the tool that has helped me get my finances not only in order, but also have a visual plan that keeps me on top of them as I scaled and tried to save for financial goals this year. And that is the Co-Plenty Yearly Budget 2.0 tracker. It has tracked my entire year with monthly snapshots, but also yearly overviews, so I can see how my budget is tracking against my overall income and how I'm tracking my budget in a bunch of different categories. It is essentially my financial command center. Not only do I track my budget, it's got a savings tracker, debt payoff plan, a net worth calculator. It's got everything. It is quite literally the all-in-one bundle. If you guys want to use the tracker, it's located in my stand store. So go ahead, click on it, check it out. And if you haven't set up, get it set up before we start the new year. I'm gonna do a yearly budget tracker setup video. So I will show you guys how to get your stuff set up, so that way when January starts, you can start from day one tracking your budget and keeping track of your financial goals. Now let's get into it. All right, so first we're gonna jump into October, and we're really gonna look at this together. I made sure to add all of my expenses so that you guys didn't have to sit through that. But really, we're gonna reflect on this together because I haven't actually looked at them. I've just entered them in so we could react in real time as to our October spending. Just to preface, like I said, I have a lot of Libras, my mother, my stepmother, my friend, my other friend. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot of birthdays. There's been birthday parties. There's been last minute shopping. I got my freaking dress tailored for my friend's birthday dinner. A lot of money has been spent. I know it. I have no doubt about it. And then after that, we hopped on a flight to Thailand. So yeah, it's been a time. I need to sleep. Oh yeah, that feels good when I relax my face. Whoa. You know what? Please don't judge. I am trying my best. I'm trying my best. Let me have a little bit of water. Let me have a little bit of water. We're okay. I'm on here because I want to chat with you guys. So just if my eyes are like this while I'm talking, don't even mind it. I am just gently resting so that I have the energy to yap in front of y'all. Anyways, opening my eyes, we are gonna hop in and take a look at the spending and just do a quick overview. Let's jump in. Gosh, yes, we had a couple birthdays. So your girl did some reservations that I got paid back for and got to pay for dinners and put credit card. Adulting, pleasure. Everybody needing to put the big bill on their card because you get all the points and then you split it with everyone, so everyone pays you back. It's not like you're taking all the debt. So I was the lucky winner. One of them was a reservation for a cooking class, and another one was like paying for, yeah, my friend's dinner at her birthday dinner. So, oh my God. So I got to do a lot of that. As you guys can see here, all of the little things was the e-transfers I was getting back from that dinner, in addition to the cooking class reservation and other little things. Oops. So your girl got $3,000 back. Yeah, she was busy. I was freaking busy. I spent every single day, I feel like. Obviously more than one time, multiple times per day of spending. It's only 31 days in the month of October. To have 107 transactions works out to what? 3 to 4 transactions a day. That is a lot of spending. Wow. Anyways, let's see where that money went and how it all categorized. So starting with the bills, yeah, bills are pretty standard. We had our parking, we had hydro fees and bank fees. In terms of subscriptions, ChatGPT, Spotify, Good Life I canceled, or I think I put it on hold for like, I think I'll do it for like a year. Yawn. Pretty much overspent in every category. So groceries, we went over by about 40 bucks. Dining out went over by $361. Again, a lot of birthdays. I'm not mad at that. Uber Eats went over by $450. Can't explain that. Oh, I know why. Because at the time I knew I was going to Thailand, I was like, there's no point in me doing a grocery. And yeah, I ordered clearly about $500 worth of food. Clothing, 665 bucks. Yeah, there was a lot of last minute shopping for dresses for the birthday dinners. Joe came under, woo! Personal care, I was buying a lot of pads, lotions, facial products for my Thailand trip. Transportation also went over. There was lots of Ubers being taken, especially some of my trips started October, so Ubers to the airport and whatnot did add up. Hobbies, we went over 40 bucks. That was for some jump rope. I have not skipped since. And donations and gifting, I think these were for actual gifts. I did buy the gifts and whatnot, so that I categorized in there. Miscellaneous, 42 bucks. I'm like flying through October just to save myself the trauma of really digesting the numbers. But if we scroll up, the expenses didn't look too bad. Total income was around $17,305.82. So almost a $20,000 income month. But don't you worry, I'll tell you that right now, that money's gone, baby. That money is gone. That's that for October. Total expenses came up to $12,888.63. You know what? 888 is a good sign. That is a sign for good fortune. So I'm just taking that as a sign that, yeah, we're good. That's what October looks like. It was a high spend month, but it was also a high income month. So we kind of offset it there. But any excess funds, we're gonna probably go into my Thailand trip, which happened basically last couple of days of October and first couple weeks of November. Next, let's jump into November. It is literally November 15th as I record this, so we are halfway through the month. Let's see how we did. Let's just jump right in. Since we're down here by the transactions, let's just see how many transactions we have taken up so far. There have been 47 transactions in November already. Yay, great. All right, starting with income for November. Whew, so far we have made $2,898. I'm expecting another pay to come in. And also, as you guys can see here, we got a little brand deal payment coming in. Brand deal, we got some brand deal, we got some brand deal. Baby's first brand deal this year. We got a good check coming in. If you guys have been watching my videos, you will have seen the sponsorship. I'm not gonna say who it is because I want you guys to go watch those videos. I'll pop some up here in this little 30-second moment so that you guys can watch them and see who has sponsored my very first brand deal. But yeah, that has been amazing. I should probably do a video just dedicated to securing the brand deal negotiations and how that went. I made a video like this literally last year. You can watch it here. That was my first brand deal and only brand deal of last year, and it paid 150, 200 bucks. So this is a huge jump from, you know, that first brand deal, and it has really come down to showing up consistently on this platform, and most importantly because of you guys. Like, everybody who has watched the videos, who has commented, interacted, and subscribed, you have done something for me in this algorithm where I'm now getting seen by brands who want to work with me, and they're willing to pay the big bucks, baby. We also just monetized, so I'm gonna need to add another category for YouTube AdSense revenue. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What an amazing year. What an amazing year. This was like one of the biggest goals I wanted to accomplish outside of, you know, leaving the 9-to-5, which is coming December 31st. And yeah, I'm just so excited. I am so excited. Wow. Thank you guys so much. If you are watching this and you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Please like this video. Please comment. I'm pretty transparent about finances, so if you want to watch because of that, please do. But I also will be posting a lot more videos about my journey, becoming a full-time creator, sharing my entrepreneurial projects, and just all of the things that come with being in your 20s and leveling up, not only externally with, you know, the life around you, but internally. So I really hope you guys stick around for this journey. Lots of changes are coming, but I want to do it all with you guys. So I hope you stick around and join. And my eyes are closing again because I got jet lag. Income's looking pretty chill, just literally like beside myself. So that money's going to be coming in. I actually should have been paid like a couple of days ago, so I'm going to go send a follow-up, you know, but yeah, money is coming in, baby. The brand deals are rolling in. Your girl is attracting. She's not chasing. And I'm really proud of that. And I'm so excited that I get to put it on here. For 2026 though, I will have a business financial tracker because I need to start separating that and getting some stuff ready and good for my taxes. Especially with the travel, it is a business expense. Because I went there to do mentorship workshops for content creation, that will technically be something that I don't know what it's called, but it's gonna help me with my taxes because that is a business expense and I wanna make sure that I have it organized. I've got QuickBooks that I use for my business taxes, so I just need to figure out how to export all the info in there, clean it up, and then find an accountant for content creators who can help me organize it all. If you guys know any accountants that specialize in content creators, please let me know because the regular accountants just they're not giving what they're supposed to give. So please comment below if you know where I should search. I Googled it and nothing showed up. So if you guys know where I can find one, please hit me up. But yeah, that's about it for the income. We've made around 12,000 or we've made around 2,800 and we're expected to bring in about 8,000. So It's looking pretty standard in terms of the month-to-month income. Next, let's move over to the bills and subscriptions and memberships. Now, when it comes to the bills, we've got our bank fee, which is gonna be about $9.99 for my Amex. That's not come out yet. Condo fees at $530.63 has come out. What is this 63 cents about? Ew. My hydro bill has not come out yet. I budgeted about $100 because it usually is anywhere between 90 to 120. My parking spot just came out today, and property taxes comes out of the mortgage, which I don't think I've paid any mortgage payments so far this month. Actually, if I do, it's probably going to be today. That's about it. There's nothing expected to come out for home insurance, so bills are pretty lean this month. It'll be around $1,030. Lean. Yeah, okay. That's lean for me because I'm new money. I got money now, right? In terms of subscriptions and memberships, ChatGPT is gonna come out, Spotify will be coming out, but I need to start doing that so I have an idea. CapCut will be around $31.63, and a new subscription that I've added is Crave TV. It's about, okay, $24. $24.85. I'm gonna just put $25 as the budget. I meant to cancel it. I only subscribed as a free trial for a week when Love Island came out because my friend made me start watching at like the last 6 episodes, and I did get a little bit addicted because Huda and Chris, his name was Chris or Carl, I don't know, the basketball guy that she was with, I had to see how it ends. I got to see it through. But Crave has so many good shows, and they have HBO, and I freaking love HBO shows, so I just couldn't resist. I've kept it on. The newest show that I've watched is called I Love LA. So yeah, I was like, you got me, sold. Crave TV, really, really good. You know what? I earned it. It's a little treat to myself, extra 25 bucks a month. Brings our total for subscriptions to $109.60. I did cancel The Good Life, so I still saved a little bit of money in terms of subscriptions, especially from last month. So last month, my subscriptions were $136.21 budgeted. Now it's gonna be around $109.60. Next, let's take a look at my expenses and where that money has been spent so far. In terms of groceries, not the best. I've got $42 left for this month. I'm really gonna try to squeeze and make it work. I bought ingredients to make a chicken soup. I'm hoping I can make that today, but if not, I'll just starve myself until I do because I don't want to Uber Eats anymore. I had Jersey Mike's like sub, and while I love it, it always rocks my belly. My place stunk. The gas that was coming out of my booty hole last night, sewage. It smelled like a sewer burst in this condo, okay? Low key, I don't mind my farts. Like when I smell my stank, I'm like, damn girl. But this was like, no.
Damn girl, not impressed.
So I gotta lay off the Uber Eats. I wanna have a nice little chicken soup. I think it's gonna make me gassy still because there's Parmesan in this soup, but I deserve to enjoy myself. You know, I'm coming back off a trip. I got the jet lag. I just wanna have some homey chicken shredded with some noodles and some vegetables and just enjoy my weekend and really relax. So that's groceries. I'm gonna try to make that last for a few days and then recreate something similar to that. I think soups, whenever I'm extremely tired, soups is the way to go. Genuinely, you're throwing everything into one pot. And then the longer you let it sit on the stove, the better it tastes. Like, it doesn't get easier than that. Dining out, we've got 60 bucks budgeted. Your girl, I don't know if you guys are theater people. I was never a theater person, but clearly it was suppressed because when I watched Wicked last year, I was absolutely smitten with the movie. And if you know Wicked, you know that Wicked for Good Part 2 is coming out like next week. So I got early access for November 19th to see it, and I'm gonna be seeing that with my friends. I can't wait to see it. Don't tell me anything. So excited. Uber Eats budget was 40 bucks. We already went over. It is what it is. So we skipped that. Clothing, no budget. I don't need anything. I might need some gloves, but I'll get that from the dollar store if I don't have some around here because it is cold as shit. I won't lie to you guys. Moving on to Joe, her expenses come out. Same thing. Litter and food. That's all the girl needs. She pretty low maintenance and I can hold you. I do want to get her hair cut, but I cut her hair myself this month. So I think we can save that till Christmas, give her a little Christmas cut and push that expense over. When it comes to personal care, 35 bucks. I will probably need some pads and tampons, so I can expect that to come out for that. But other than that, I did a lot of those personal care spending last month, so we should be okay. Transportation, we've gone over by about 23 bucks. Again, that really came down to my like Uber. Yeah, my Uber from the airport. I had to level it up because one thing I will say about Thailand, their Uber is called Grab, and every Grab that I ordered did not smell. And I don't know if it's an epidemic, but here when I order a freaking Uber, I'm literally gagging and heaving within 30 seconds. The smells are always so rancid. So I ordered like one level up, like the luxury. But basically they promote it as cleaner, newer cars, which just makes me laugh because like, why do I have to pay more for a cleaner car? Like, shouldn't that be the standard of care? Hobbies and fitness, nothing. I've got my jump rope. when I finally can stay up for a full day, I plan to get back into jumping ropes, just jumping the one rope in the mornings. It was a really good cardio and I actually really enjoy it. It's gonna make my calves rock solid. My video editor has been paid. Donations to Oxfam have been sent. Household, I need some paper towel and I need some toilet paper and I need some body wash. So that's gonna run me about the $50 that you see right there. For miscellaneous, we got 25 bucks. Not sure if there's anything miscellaneous I need, but something always comes up. So we'll keep our mouth shut on that. And for business, we've got about $794.72. $794, geez Louise. 600 bucks was spent because basically from this Thailand trip that I did, which was a business expense, the creator who hosted it, her name is Sarah. She's super kind, she's super great. She's hosting a 6-week accelerated program. So I have naturally signed up for that because I don't know if I've spoken about it, but one thing that I really wanted to do, which is why I went on this trip, was start building the network and community of like-minded people. Another goal that I had was to get a mentor. So this is like a 6-week mentorship program that she has. I don't know, when it comes to having goals, when you are by yourself or when you are the only one in your space, in your vicinity, doing the thing that you're doing, it's very easy to feel lost. I feel lost all the time. And I basically have Google and ChatGPT as my main mentors and guidance, which I don't love. So I spent some money on mentorship. You guys know I had a one-on-one call with Neuro Knowledge. That was amazing. And now with the 6-week accelerator program, I will have 6 weeks, 2 calls a week. One that's like a coaching session with Sarah, and then the second one that's like a ask Q&A with the other girls who have signed up from this trip. It's gonna be really great. Since I literally have till December 31st to quit the 9-to-5 life and go full-time creator, I think this is the greatest, like, what is it, winter arc lock-in 6 weeks program to take me to the end of the year. And I know that this is just gonna be the thing that absolutely does it for me. My social media is gonna take off. YouTube is gonna continue to take off and grow. The brand deals are gonna come in and I'm gonna really be able to have that purpose and get over my like creative block about posting short form content. That was something I found really challenging. I don't know, this year. Long form content, I can sit here and yap, but short form has always felt so much more complex. But I realized it's not. It's actually super easy, and sometimes the obstacles that make it seem hard are actually put in place by us. So I'm removing the obstacle and I want to make it as simple as possible for me to just get online, show my face, build a brand, and do it on short form platforms so I can continue to build this community, hopefully bring those people to YouTube, hopefully bring you YouTube people to my short form content, and just have this like really nice organic community that I can grow with, that I can give advice to, that I can monetize, of course, because I want this to be my career. And yeah, all of those good things. So that's the expense that came out there. Health and wellness, 50 bucks. Social media manager has been paid. And then travel, geez, 8,000 buckaroonies. Your girl booked another flight. Anyways, I'm going back to Thailand. I booked a month instead of 2 weeks, and I will be going back early next year. And the plan has just been to do it as kind of a solo trip, but I do hope that some of the girls that I went on this trip with, hopefully their calendars line up, they could fly down, they could visit me, we could hang out. But yeah, I kind of wanted to just give myself a month retreat, spend the time in Thailand, live on my own, figure out what it's like to live in Thailand, and see if it's something that I might want to do. It would be really cool to maybe live abroad for like 3 months. So I wanted to test out a month in Thailand, see if I like the neighborhood, see if I could set up routines for myself, and see how I feel internally and if it feels aligned with what I'm doing content wise and all of those things. The reason for the $8,000 expense is because now that I have tasted the business class life, I will not go back. And this year for this trip, I took Cathay Pacific's business class, but for next year's trip, your girl's doing what she originally set out to do, and I will be flying with Qatar Airways business class Q Suite. Private business class experience. You get pajamas, you get the full like kit, you get a full lie down recliner, you get a freaking 32-inch TV, all of the good things. Making this expense does not affect me the way that I thought it would. And I think it's just because what I realized is that giving yourself these experiences, especially luxury experiences, help rewire your brain and your frequency to understand that it's actually possible for you to have these things. If you never take a business class flight, it actually feels like a bucket list thing. That's what it was for me. Now that I did my first one, I'm like, cool, I'm only flying business class on long haul flights. So it's basically just changed my frequency. And now in order to keep up with this, I simply have to align myself with the frequency of the version of me that can afford business class flights. So I already feel like I'm there because I didn't really sweat it to make this purchase. And I know that with the 6-week accelerator program, with where I'm at and the lock-in that we're about to do for the end of this year, we're good. Like, money's not an issue. It's really not an issue. It's not going to be an issue. And yeah, we just really get to tap in and enjoy the new lifestyle that we are vibrationally creating and aligning ourselves with. Yeah, that's it for expenses. Let's quickly jump into the savings and debt, and then we could take a full look at November and what the damage is so far. Now, savings is really quick. Emergency funds, you'll see 1521. That is just the interest that I've earned in my emergency fund savings, so I wanted to make sure it was allocated there. But my auto withdrawals have not set up yet because I haven't received any paychecks this month so far. It will be automatically set up into these, so I will have the $800 towards the emergency funds and the $440 towards my RRSP. Moving over to my debt, student loans did come out. My Affirm MacBook payment is still set to come out. My line of credit payments, we're gonna rejig this. I don't know if that's gonna be the exact thing that I'm doing. And my MCAP mortgage payments have not come out just yet. So far, only expense for debt has been $101. Now it is time to look at the damage report. All right, looking at our total snapshot for November, let's jump into it. Drum roll, please. Okay, we got negative $4,164.36 left to spend. You already know that came from my $8,000 flight, people. The total income is $2898.57, and my total expenses is already at a whopping $11,480.12. Wow, I really know I've stepped into this new vibration, because y'all know I'm in the most debt I've ever been in my life right now, and I don't feel it. I don't feel worried because you do gotta spend money to make money. And I also have the confidence that everything that I have spent money on this year has been so intentional and so aligned with the path that I'm on right now that it's only gonna be a 10-fold, 20-fold return. So I think when you're living in alignment, feelings with money start to change. Of course, my money mindset has been something I've worked on for literal years since COVID started. I would be holding myself back to not incur this debt, because in spending the money, I am opening up myself to the new experiences, to the people and the places that are going to get me to that next level and thus bring me more money and income and luxury. It is just like this cycle that just keeps giving. But yeah, so we're currently under. It's all good. I don't mind. So yeah, we are currently over budget. But again, the reason we're over budget is because I'm gonna be living in Thailand for a month. So I'm super excited about that. And I just know that being there and getting to experience this different culture and really immerse myself into a space where I can be creative and nurture that is just gonna be so good for me. So I look forward to that. No regrets. Like, we are living in alignment and it feels so good. Looking at the savings and debt tracker, our emergency funds, I adjusted the goal because of all the spending that came on this year to, instead of having a 6-month buffer, to have a 3-month buffer. The reason I did this was because my goal, as you guys know, is to leave the 9-to-5 work life by the end of this year and step into being a full-time content creator and entrepreneur. I am a full-time content creator and entrepreneur. I'm gonna start saying it present tense so that I am stepping into that reality. But yeah, I didn't want the fact that I didn't hit 6 months of savings to stop me or to be a mental obstacle. So the bare minimum that I need is 3 months, and that looks like $12,900. Currently, we are at $11,401.34. We're about 88% way through to our goal. We have a couple more paychecks to really hit this goal, and then really nothing is stopping us from taking the leap. My MacBook payment, we've got $847 left, yay. So 80% of the way there, should be finished paying by March 15th. Laser treatment is fully paid off, and my RRSP, I'm looking to do about $10,000. We are about 5,500 in, halfway there, and I should have it fully, I should have the full contributions by April of next year, which is still pretty on track. So wherever I have extra, I will definitely put it in there, but for now, I'm pretty comfortable with that. Did want to talk about that just so you guys see, we're about almost 80% of the way in terms of total progress for all of these savings and payoff goals, so I'm really happy about that. And if we just look at our annual dashboard quickly, our total income this year has been $117,900. $175.61, and the total expenses have been $122,746.12 so far. So it's been great. It's been an amazing year, I must say. Expenses, we've really doubled them. Savings came under a little bit. That's also because a lot of my savings left my savings account to pay for my taxes. Debt has been pretty on par. Subscriptions are doing great, taking up the least amount, which I do love. And our bills are pretty on par as well. So it's been an expensive year, no doubt, but it's been such a year of growth and just amazing opportunities that have come my way. A lot of goals that have been succeeded and met. So I'm just super proud. I'm so happy that I've committed to being on YouTube consistently, because it's been an amazing journey to grow with you guys and like chat and do all of the things. All right, let's talk about our updated cash position. So as of filming this right today, November 15th, here's where I stand. In terms of cash, I have got a total of $11,413.96. This is available cash, cash flow, positive cash, whatever you want to call it. This is cash that I have on hand that I can use to allocate towards whatever I would like, but spoiler alert, it's going to be my debt. So that's what we got in terms of cash. The buffer I would like to keep in terms of just cash sitting in my checking accounts is $4,000. So I've got 2 checking accounts. I would like to have $3,000 in my main one and $1,000 in my other one. And that is just, again, the buffer so that if anything happens, if any unexpected expenses come out, the money's not tied up and I don't have to use credit. Now, considering that total cash minus the buffer I'm keeping of $4,000, I have $7,413.96 that is deployable, meaning money that I can use to put towards all of the expenses and the debts that I have incurred. For my credit cards, I've got my Scotiabank Visa Passport that's got a current balance of $9,680.29. I've got my Amex Gold credit card, which has a current balance of $2,366.28. I've got my Amex Simply Cash credit card, which has a balance of $217.77. 777, that's a good sign, people. And I've got my RBC Avion credit card that has a balance of $1,768.91. But that's not all. I've also got line of credit debt. So let's jump into that as well, shall we? My RBC line of credit has a current balance of $20,582.04. And my Scotiabank line of credit has a current balance of $8,056.68. So my total debt balance right now is a whopping $42,671.97. Considering I haven't had any debt for the last decade outside of my student loans and my mortgage, I'm impressed with myself. To have accrued $42,000 worth of debt in the span of like 4 to 5 months, because it has only been in this past 4 to 5 months that I really racked up this number, I am impressed. I am impressed, I have to say. I knew I could spend it, but I didn't know I could spend it like this. So your girl is 40K in debt and she's looking good. Do I look good for being in debt? Like, you wouldn't even think that people look this good who are in debt. It's opening my mind. But honestly, even talking to people, everybody's in debt. Again, I'm really not concerned. Now let's talk about the exact debt payoff plan that I'm going to utilize right now. Now I want to eliminate the smallest high interest debts first because it's going to help to increase my credit score. It'll improve cash flow. It will give me little psychological wins because, you know, this one's paid off, that one's paid off. It helps the mindset. It will also remove the monthly minimums and it reduces the number of accounts for me to manage. So, you know, instead of like the 6 credit cards and 2 lines of credit I have, I will maybe have 1 credit card and 2 lines of credit left over to keep track of and manage. Step 1 will be to pay off my Amex Simply Cash in full. It's super small, so getting rid of that will bring me to a 0 balance, and that's 1 card I don't have to worry about. Step 2 will be to pay off my RBC Avion in full. So the amount outstanding on that is $1,768.91. And after paying those 2 credit cards, I will have $5,427.28 left to spend. Step 3 is going to be to pay off my Amex Gold in full. The balance on this is $2,366.28. And then lastly, I will apply all of the remaining amount of $3,061 to my Scotia Visa Passport. As you guys know, my Visa starting balance is $9,680.29. After applying the remaining balance, I will have $6,619.29 left to pay off of the credit card. The line of credits are going to remain unchanged for now because, again, I want to tackle the high interest debts, and I have way lower interest amounts on my line of credit, about 6 and 8%. respectively. Now the cash remaining is going to be the $4,000, which is my buffer. So again, I'm going to put $3,000 into one of those accounts and $1,000 into my less used account. And that will just be my buffer so that I've got money and cash flow on hand. So you have seen my spending. I want to quickly talk about mindset because I feel like if this was me 2 years ago, I would be absolutely, my nails would be gone, my feet would be bleeding, so would my fingers, and I probably would have lost all my hair. But I really do want to talk about mindset, especially if anybody watching this is also dealing with debt, is feeling maybe a bit of shame or a little bit of guilt or just stress in general about having this debt. Overspending does not make you irresponsible, like inherently. It just makes you human, okay? The whole reason of having a budget is not to like fine tooth comb and be nitpicky about every penny that you spend. It is just to give yourself the visibility and the mindset to understand, again, what's available, where you could be making more money, where you could be saving money. It's kind of like a lifestyle audit that you do every single month, because I'm not doing this budgeting to penny pinch. Sometimes, actually, beginning of the year I was, because I was really trying to build up the savings. But at this point, my 3 months of savings is pretty much almost set up. So I'm in a pretty decent place. It's less for me about nitpicking every cent that I spend and actually just looking at the picture that is created through my spending. So having a budgeting routine is something that, again, I really promote and love that I have the KA8PNQ tracker to use to do so, because it keeps you on track and it gives you insight into yourself and the picture that you're painting. Some months are high spend months, not because I was traveling, but just because I was going through emotional turmoil and I needed to spend on Uber Eats every day just to make myself feel better. I'm not judging myself for that, but it gives me a look into times when I can be more vulnerable to overspending and gives me ideas on things that I could do instead of just tapping my card, maybe doing some journaling, maybe watching a YouTube video on breath work. So it's genuinely the bigger picture, and I hope you guys know that. And I hope you guys don't feel bad if you're also in a position where you have debt. Obviously, if you don't need to accrue debt, don't do it. But like I said, if you are living in alignment and you are investing in yourself, if spending $2,000 and going $2,000 in debt means that you got access to a course with a mentor who is really inspiring to you, who's going to give you information to help you make that next level jump, you got to also be able to weigh out when it's worth taking that risk and when it's actually not so much of a risk but an investment in yourself that's going to pay off down the line. I also want to remind you guys that you are allowed to enjoy yourself and still be financially smart. Just because I had an expensive trip does not mean I am not financially savvy, does not mean I'm financially smart, and does not mean that the multiple years of budgeting and financial education that I've given myself has gone to waste. If anything, I'm in a much better place to be overspending because I understand how my finances work. I understand the opportunities where I can save more, but I also understand that I'm in a position to start making way more money than I ever have, and I'm much better able to calculate risk because of my financial education. Just because you overspent, it doesn't mean you failed for the year and you can't get back on track. You sit back on that horse, you look at where you overspent, and you just make your plans literally exactly like I have. 3 credit cards will be paid off. I'm gonna have $6,000 debt here, and I'll work to pay down the line of credit as I go. That's really all you can do. And that is the behaviors of a financially savvy person who's got positive money mindset. Anyways, I hope you guys let me know your thoughts on that. Please comment below how you guys are feeling about not only my debt, but if you guys have any debt, share your thoughts below. Let me know how it made you feel to be in debt. Let me know what your money mindset is around it. Does debt stress you out? Are you in a more comfortable place? Are you someone who has a payback plan? Or are you just lost and trying to figure it out? Comment below. I would love to chat with you guys. And of course, if you have not started tracking your money, I highly recommend you use the KA8PNQ Yearly Budget 2.0. I'll be using it into 2026, and a video will be on that soon to show you guys how to set up the tracker so that you can start from day one getting your shit together money-wise, okay? So that is our full post-Thailand cleanup. Your girl came back calmer, more tanned, a lot more tired right now, but just with a fire under her ass to really make things happen. I can't believe the year is over. We are halfway through the last quarter of the year. Winter arc is in full swing, and yeah, let's finish this with a bang. I'm just super grateful for you guys. I'm so happy to be on this journey with you guys and to be sharing it with you guys, and I hope you guys stick around. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.